Hi friends! So today I'm going to show you how to put together the all-in-one facing for the kitty kitten dress. This can also work for any sort of doll dress. It's a really great way of hemming both the armhole and the neckline. So it's an all-in-one facing. Excuse the cat, please. And it's really quick and easy. And I have here my dress. I have the front of the dress and I have the back. So this particular dress has an open back so that there's easy access for the dress. And then I have my facing, and the facing is just basically a copy of the front and back pieces, and it's just a little bit shorter. So we're going to take the front and the back, and we're going to make sure that if your pattern has the excuse you, cat, move please. If you have the seams, you press them all open. So you're going to take it and you're going to make sure that your pieces are all lined up at the armhole, and we're going to pin that. And then we're going to pin at the seam for the shoulder, and again at the other armhole. And seam. Oh, I didn't press this as good as I thought. There we go. And again over here. And at the corner. Okay, so for this particular pattern, we're going to sew up the back and around the neckline and down the back and stopping right where the edges are. And then you're going to sew from this corner all to the armhole. And let me show you that with a pen, just in case. So we're going to start here and go all the way around. Start there and start there, and of course let me make that a little bit darker. There you go. So you're going to start there and go around, and then you're going to start here and go around. You're going to pivot at this corner. So I'm going to take that to the sewing machine, and then I'm going to show you how to turn this seam. All right. So I have sewn. Oops, let me move this. Sewn all the way around, and sewn here as well. Now I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to clip the corners. Then I am going to clip all of the curves. These are not the best scissors to do it with. Oh, the other scissors. Excuse me. There's certain scissors that like to do certain things better. These ones like to snip better. The other ones were my fabric cutting scissors, but they don't like to snip. These ones like to snip. So I'm just going to go snip, snip, snip all the way around. This helps make the curves look nice and neat. I'm not really sure if I put this in the pattern. This is an older pattern that I did. I think it's like 2016. And I might not have known that. I'll really emphasize that. But clipping your curves really makes them, it's nice. Now you could go all fancy and cut out the curves because there's a certain way of doing curves that go in versus curves that go out. But if you just give it a little bit of clippage, it helps. So now we're going to do the tricky part, which is turning this. So what you want to do is you're going to start with the back, and you're going to pick a corner, and you're going to take that corner and you're going to take it and put it under this piece, under the thing, and push it towards the seam. We're going to pull this back piece through the channel. And this doll dress is big enough that it is doable. If you have small fingers like I do. You might also need a tool, so you can use like a pencil to push it through. I have a marker here, and you can just kind of push it through. I think in the pattern I said you can use a hemostat, so you can push it, and then you see it's coming out here, so you grab it, you pull it, and you see we have our seam. So we're going to do that with the other side. I'm going to show you again. We're going to push out the corner, go give it a little rub like that, help get a nice tight corner, and when you clip the corner, that gives it a nice pointy corner. Now one of my friends who worked in a really fashionable fashion house, she would take a pin and like pull it out, so it was a really pointy corner. But we really don't need to do that. So again, we're going to take the corner of the back, we're going to take it and we're going to put it under the facing. So take it and put it under the facing through the channel. You might need to stick your finger in there. You might need to use a pencil. And then we're going to take, see here, there's the other facing. You can see here. Oops. Trying to show it on the camera. You can feel it. So I'm going to use again the marker and just push it through. So you see, it was right there, and we're just going to pull it. And it might be a little tight, but take your time and wiggle it around, because if you shove it in all the way, it might get stuck. But you don't want to pull too hard, but you want to just give it a little gentle tug. And there we go. And there we go. We have our lined neck and armholes. And I'm going to give this a press and show it to you again. All right. So here we go. It's nice and pressed. If you want to do some top stitching to keep it all nice and neat, that helps too. So you can see here we have, let me move it so I can see it, the back and the neckline and the back again, and then our armholes. So then our next step would be to match the front to the back. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can just match it like this and sew, or if you really want to make sure that your armholes are matching up, you can fold up the facing on both sides and sew from the bottom all the way to the top and then fold the facing down. So I hope this tutorial helped you if you were having troubles figuring out the facing, and yeah, just Feel free to ask me more questions. Have a great day. Bye.